Hello everyone, welcome to a new Let's Play of Expeditions Rome. I have been looking forward to this for quite a while, having played Expeditions Conquistador, which was a great game, and Expeditions Viking, which was my top game of 2017. I absolutely adored that game, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what they've done with this one. There are Twitch integrations, but I'm not playing this on Twitch, so none of that really matters right now. Let's go ahead and get a new game. A couple things, there are some interesting, funny options. I'll look over those later. The codex is pretty handy. You got a glossary for tons of different terms, which is pretty handy to be able to check, and I may check some of those occasionally, especially if I'm not familiar with some of those words. Let's go ahead and get a new game.
In the year of Lucius Licinius Lucullus, Rome was prosecuting several wars of self-defense, most notably in Greece, where Lucullus himself was commanding the legions. With everyone's gaze directed at the provinces, few could have known that a seemingly inauspicious event in Rome would become the central fulcrum around which the fate of the Republic would turn. The paterfamilias of a venerable patrician house had passed away unexpectedly, and a senator by the name of Vitellius Scaevola had made a bid for the hand of his eldest child. His widow alone believed that Scaevola had poisoned her husband and now strove to take his place and claim his property through marriage. Acting in secret, the widow arranged for her youngest child to be taken out of their villa in the dead of night and smuggled out of Rome.
So like Expeditions Viking, we've got a bit of a... You know, we're well, like both previous games, we're a member of a wealthy family, and like the previous game, there's essentially a family crisis of sorts going on, and we are taking on the member of the family. I believe this game takes place around 86 or 85 BCE. Not positive on that. I haven't seen that specifically, but that's when Lucullus was in Greece, as far as I know. Alright, so we have first name, family name, and nickname that we can choose from. We've got a bunch of portraits. I will run through them real fast. If you want to take a closer look at them, you can pause them. They definitely have a very good artist working on these. Really? Yeah, it seems like there's fewer male portraits than female ones. If you choose a different skin color, your portrait will change. There are a total of 3 variations for each one, I believe. So 2 for... Oh, one portrait for dark and dark tan, 1 for tan and light, and then 1 for pale. I will be playing a female character. Now let's go ahead and check through those portraits. You can, again, pause if you want to take a look at them. And the portrait I will be using is going to be this one right here. I really do like that one. I'm really liking a lot of those portraits, though. And I've gone through and chosen my... the details here. So we got phase 2 and phase 3. I think I'll be going for phase 2. Skin color, I'm going to leave it as pale, but you can see that the portrait does change depending on what you choose. And I really do like that. That's pretty nice. Unfortunately, choosing your hair color does not change the portrait. You've got black, dark brown, light brown, auburn, wine red, ginger, dark blonde, and blonde. I'm going to go with wine red. And you can choose body height of very short, average, tall, and very tall. I think it just scales your character. I don't know that there's any other effect of that. I'm just going to go with tall. Hairstyle, you got loose, you got braided bun, and you've got single braid. I think I'm going to go with loose. Partly because it's matching this portrait a bit better. So that's what we'll go with. First name. Female given names. In Roman society, women were not given first names. Roman society, for those unaware, was an extraordinarily macho society in many of the negative terms. So this is, of course, like, just by me choosing a female character, I am being extremely ahistoric. But that's the fun thing about historic games, is changing things up a little bit. You have fixed family names that you can choose from. Emilia, Aquilia, Attilia, Claudia, which of course changes to Eum, like Aquilium for males, Claudium, etc. Cloelia, Cornelia, Fabia, Furia, Furious for men, Gigania, Genucia, Herminia, Lartia, Lucretia, Menenia, Mucia, Nautia, Numicia, Pinaria, Postumia, Quintilia, Romilia, Sempronia, Cestia, Sulpicia, Tarpeia, Tarquinia, Valeria, and Virginia. I would be going for Valeria or Lucretia, but I'm going to go for Lucretia. Those are the two that I like the best. And then you can randomize a nickname. Svera, Imperiosa, Lepida, Rala. But of course, you are always Elmindreda. Alright, so everything is good there. Let's go ahead and confirm. And then character creation, rhetorical style. Each of these 3 perks unlocks unique dialogue options to persuade other people in different situations. Think about what kind of character you want to roleplay and choose your rhetorical style accordingly. During the story, you may get a chance to master a second technique. So the 3 options are Ethos, Logos, and Pathos. Ethos, the art of using the power of your authority or your abilities to get your way. Logos, the art of convincing someone with sound, logical arguments and reasoning. Pathos, the art of winning people over using stirring rhetoric or emotional manipulation. I don't know exactly how this affects the game. In other words, like, are there characters that can only be swayed by Ethos and Logos and not Pathos? I don't know any of that. I imagine that's the case, but I don't know for sure. I'm going to choose Logos, the art of convincing someone with sound, logical arguments and reasoning, because that is the most like me. Of the other 3, the second choice I would take is Pathos, more for the stirring rhetoric. I like that. Not so much the emotional manipulation part, but the stirring rhetoric I like. But they're all, I mean, like, they're all pretty good, really. They're not, like, negative. But I like Logos. Let's go ahead and confirm that. And then the difficulty setting. Augustus, the heir of Caesar, became the first emperor of Rome. Augustus started his career with an enormous fortune and many allies. On this setting, you will have what you need to succeed, and your mistakes will not be punished harshly. So that is easy. Caesar, legendary general and politician. Caesar conquered Gaul, and I think I did say Caesar in that first one. Whatever. That's gonna happen. It's really hard to break out of that fully. And nearly became Emperor of Rome before his political opponents assassinated him. If you choose this setting, you'll be challenged, but you are likely to rise to greatness. And that is the setting that I will be going with. Pompeius, hard, considered one of the greatest commanders of his time, Pompeius was a friend of Caesar's who opposed him in a bloody civil war. Caesar defeated him, and he fled to Egypt, where he was killed. On this setting, your difficulties will be great, but your victories all the sweeter. And Crassus, insane. Though he was the wealthiest man in Rome, Crassus was always jealous of the military successes of his peers. This drove him to lead an invasion of Parthia, where he was soundly defeated and executed. If you choose this setting, you will be shown no mercy, and you may not prevail. So Iron Man, I am leaving that off because I will be recording this, and I kind of need to be able to roll back if the recording doesn't take. Combat death enables permanent death of party members if they bleed out during combat. Be warned, if a story companion or your own character dies, it's game over. If this is disabled, non-story Praetorians can still die from untreated wounds. Let's see. I don't mind them like. I mean, I guess we'll take combat death on. I don't know. I mean, there's a pretty good chance that I would reload if I had someone do that. So, anyway, let's go ahead and confirm. We'll get some nice character art during the loading sequences.
Did you hear me, Domina? Your body is surely present, but your mind seems somewhere else.
I'm sorry, old friend. I guess I'm still thinking about what happened. I'm just stunned by the beauty of the sea. Look at how blue it is. I feel like I'm out of my depth. What will I do here? I like the middle option.
It soothes the soul, doesn't it? I had come to think that this sea was so blue in my memories, only because I was young the last time I saw it. But I remembered right. I asked the Triarchus how close we are to Lesbos, but he would not give me a straight answer.
He still just claims we are close to our destination. I wish we'd never had to leave Rome. The sooner I can wet my blade, the better I'll feel. Yeah, no, I'm not going with that third one. That's it's a little bit too bloodthirsty for Elmindreda. He still just claims we are close to our destination.
Indeed. In his defense, there are many islands on this sea, and they mostly look the same. Will you check with the Triarchus? Hopefully he will give you a clearer answer. He told me his name is Geminus.
Okay. So here is the first... and this early part is all tutorial, so this is giving you the tutorial on these options. Pathos would be, you just need to use a little more charm. Make him like you. I'll see if I can tease some information out of him. And, of course, Ethos. Maybe he will respond better to someone with real authority. My family is paying for this trip, after all. But my option, the man may genuinely not know our position. I will see if I can help him work it out.
If nothing else, you do have a way of making unreasonable people see reason.
Oh, thank you.
You should also go and thank Quintus Aquilinus. I do believe he saved our lives with his timely appearance at the villa.
Alright, so, Pirates on the Mediterranean, that's our current quest. Thank Quintus Aquilinus for getting you out of Rome, and ask the Triarchus Geminus how close you are to Lesbos. Geminus, I think it is. Let's see. There's so few passengers on this galley. We left so quickly, my mother and sister. Thank you for coming with me, Cineros. I'm guessing that all of these lead to dialogue, and this one ends it. So, there's so few passengers on this galley.
Your mother paid Geminus handsomely to set off in great haste under cover of night. 2 others did board with us, also bound for Lesbos. Young Gaius has been pacing impatiently over there, wearing grooves into the deck. There was a gladiator too, but I don't know where he went.
We left so quickly, my mother and sister.
Do not worry. The Vitellius brothers have no reason to do them any harm.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Besides, you cannot save them by worrying. Focus on the task ahead.
Thank you for coming with me, Cineros.
Thank you for bringing me along. It will be wonderful to see my homeland again.
Okay, so he is Greek. Let's see if Geminus knows where we are. Goals. Quest markers point you towards your mandatory objectives and your optional objectives. Quest markers are only displayed for the currently tracked quest. When you have more than one quest, you can change which one you're tracking from the quest's menu. Press J to open. Camera control. Use WASD to pan the camera as you see your objective, so you can see your objective if needed. You can also rotate the camera with the middle mouse button. Press F to make the camera follow your character again. Alright. So we can zoom in and out. That is Quintius. Okay, and that is Gaius. Looks like he's an archer. And Geminus is all the way back there. Okay. Doesn't look like there's a way down. I'm holding out Alt to see if there's anything that I can interact with. I'm missing the barrels that I had so much fun interacting with in Viking. But that may just be what's going on here. Alright. Okay, and that's how you can rotate the camera. Alright, fair enough. Let's see if we can get some better views on what's going on here. I can't see the rowers. That's kind of unfortunate. Oh well. Okay. Well, let's do the optional one first, of course.
Your sea legs quickly, Domina.
Yeah, darn right. Hello, sir.
You handle the sea better than most. I'm glad.
Kenturio, I want to thank you for your timely arrival at my villa. We were never formally introduced, Kenturio. I am Lucretia Elmindreda.
You are not my subordinate. Please, call me Kaiser, if it isn't too familiar.
Then you can call me Elmindreda.
With all due respect, I'd better not.
Okay. Not Aquilinus? I have some trouble with some Roman names.
My subordinates call me Kenturio. My superiors call me Aquilinus.
Aquilinus.
My friends call me Kaiser.
Can we go over the plan? Our departure was far too hasty to discuss our course of action.
Ah, she did not keep you apprised. Your mother has secretly been making arrangements with the consul. You will, of course, not participate in the war in any capacity. You are a woman.
He says, speaking to someone who's wearing armor. Of course, I'm just here to keep a low profile until things settle down at home. I will not just sit around in the consul's tent like some item of decoration. I'm well aware of that. Why should I not experience adventure? I can fight better than most of your men. Yeah. Elmindreda is an adventurer, of course.
That is completely out of the question.
We'll
One
see
word
about
of
that.
advice. I know Lucullus is a friend of your family, but remember, he is the consul, elected by the people to rule all of Rome. It's best if you don't act too familiar with him in front of his men.
That's fair. What is your relationship with Lucullus?
For many years, I was the primus pilus of Legio Prima Italica, which he commands. He needed someone he could trust to get you out of Rome and keep you safe.
Will you be returning to your position when we reach Lesbos?
That position has already been filled by one of my centuriones. A good man, easily up to the task. My job now is to watch your back and help you settle into your new life.
Well, I'm sorry you had to abandon your position for this.
Don't be. I serve the consul, and he has well earned my loyalty.
Okay, fair enough. Have you talked to any of the other passengers?
I had a brief talk with that gladiator who boarded before us, just to make sure he won't give us any trouble. He seems to have vanished, though. The young man over there, Gaius, is apparently the nephew of the other consul, Marcus Aurelius Cotta. He's here to become a tribunus, a mostly ornamental position intended for young patricians to learn about military affairs.
Right, I should talk to the Triarchus. Okay. But before we do that, of course, we are going to talk to Gaius.
Solway.
Solway, I don't believe we've been properly introduced. My name is Lucretia Elmindreda. I haven't seen you boarding the ship. I am Lucretia Elmindreda. Are you one of Kaiso's men? Well, we know he's not, so let's not do that.
It is a pleasure. I am Gaius Julius Caesar.
Aha! Maybe I should have realized that. Well met. This is all quite new to me. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all. But keep in mind, I'm not the most experienced soldier either.
Right. Let's see. Where are you from? Why did you join the Legion? How many wars did you fight in? This is my first military assignment. Do you have any advice? No. Where are you from?
I was born in Rome, but they say my family is from Alba Longa.
Oh, why did you join the Legion?
That's a long story, my friend. Suffice to say, the powers that be are not fond of me. I have decided that staying in Rome could be, shall we say, hazardous to my health.
Oh, how little you know. Excuse me. I'm feeling my 5th grade acting role coming on. Beware the Ides of March. There we go. I had to get that out. How many wars did you fight in?
To be honest, this will be my first proper battle. I did study a lot, though, and therefore I am well versed in matters of strategy and tactics.
This is my first military assignment. Do you have any advice?
If you don't play an important part, you will be torn apart. My father used to say. I guess that was his way of telling me to be brave and hopefully not stupid.
All right. Well, Wale Gaius, we shall talk later.
I heard she's running from a senator who wants her dead.
Shh, keep your voice down.
Ah, it's okay. You guys can chat away. Doesn't bother
What
me.
is he looking for?
He's been like this all morning.
Excuse me. Sully, Geminus, wasn't it? Are you busy? I have a question for you. Look at me when I talk to you. Nah, I'm not gonna be rude. Sully, Geminus. Sully, Geminus, wasn't it?
What? Yes, Geminus. So, I'm a little preoccupied.
Alright, so, the Pathos option. I'm not gonna go over all of these every time, but, for now, I like the idea of looking to see what the options are. It's a very fine galley you have here. I will almost be sad to step off it when we reach Lesbos. Do you have our destination in sight? And that is the Pathos and Ethos. I will remind you that until we reach our destination, you work for me. You have been paid to take me and my contingent to Lesbos within a certain time. When will we arrive? And the wind has been rather still today, hasn't it? I've noticed the oars have been out since early in the morning. Is that what's causing our delay?
You're right. The rowers are getting tired. We should let them rest soon, but that will cause even more delay. Wait.
Do you finally see Lesbos on the horizon? What is it?
Ah, shit. They're headed straight towards us. They're gonna ram.
Well,
Get your father's weapons. Let's see if you're as formidable a woman as Lucullus said.
darn tootin' I am. I don't have any magic, though. I think I left that in Britannia.
Gaius, are you alright?
I'm fine, Kenturio.
Form up! Let's get these pirates off our ship!
Alright, preparation phase. Before combat begins, you will often have time to organize your Praetorians into a formation within an area highlighted in blue. Simply click on one of your Praetorians and click on where you want to place them. It's generally a good idea to put your heavy infantry in front and your archers and support behind them. When you're ready, click the End Turn button or press End to begin. Okay. That is the End Turn button, I believe. Alright, so I'm a Patrician, movement 8, morale immune, main hand base damage 2 to 5, 1% bludgeoning resistance, 0% piercing and slashing resistance, 28% fire resistance, and 0% poison resistance. Okay. We got Kaiso, and he is heavy, movement 4. And I am the leader. I have the laurel leaves, that indicates that. Main hand, 3 to 5. Offhand, 2 to 5. 8% bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing resistance, 25% fire resistance. He's got a status effect. Ordering characters. During combat, characters can take actions in any order. For example, you could move a ranged character a few hexes towards the enemy, shoot, and then move back again. You're also free to swap between characters during your turn. For example, one character can move, another character can move and attack, and then the first character can attack as well. You can even move or attack with a character while another character is still moving. Try it out. Okay, well, we won't do that yet. Cineros is support, so we're probably going to want to move him. He's got 4 to 7 main hand base damage. And Gaius is an archer. Okay, so let's get him there. We got, let's see. Militia. 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 Statius. I think these are on our side. Siloy, that is light. You are an archer. Okay, don't see... Alright, that's the extent of the map there. And Geminus is heavy as well, so I think that I should go here. Let's get you back here. We got 14, 14, 16, 18, or 15. So these guys don't have a whole lot of health. 8. That's what it looks like. Doesn't look like I can click on them. So I have a worn sword, Gladius 1. Fist. Can I see my skills or anything? No. Okay, we can see, let's see, I have no skills, it looks like. Punch and slash, you have slash, shield punch, and brace. Regain 2 stacks of strong, applies strong to self. For each stack, 25% of the character's shield strength maximum is restored at the beginning of their turn. 1 stack is lost every time that the shield takes a hit. And so you have logistics. 3 hex radius, affects multiple targets, applies coordinated to allies, +2 movement maximum. Range 2 hexes with reach and concussive strike. So he's using a staff. Okay. And you have just a bow. Aimed shot, crippling shot, and interrupt. Active skill, knock an arrow and wait for an enemy within the... to move within a 120-degree cone in front of you, then shoot that enemy. 12 hexes deflected by shields. Okay. Alright, let's go. To attack an enemy, first select which skill to use. Each skill cannot be used more than once per turn. Many skills require your action points to use, and some have limited charges per encounter. Alright, let's go ahead and get up here. And do 3 damage. Oh, goody. Only 3 damage. That's lovely. So I should go there. Any status effects that applied to a character will show up on their tooltip. The number indicates the remaining duration in combat rounds, whilst the bars indicate how severe the effect is. Stat effects can be positive, negative, or neutral. To get more information about a status effect, press the See Status Effects key to open a list of these statuses currently affecting a character. Okay, so he is now harried. Okay, that's E. Minus 10%, minus 10 to all resistances, minus 25% damage. Incapacitating this character will restore the action point of the attacker. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Oh, that moved him. If you move out of a hex that is adjacent to an enemy wielding a melee weapon, they will get an attack of opportunity. Watch for the red arrow along your path to see if you'll get attacked. Each character can make 1 attack of opportunity per turn. Okay, well, we took him down. don't think he can do anything else. Alright. Untrained enemies. Whenever you kill or incapacitate untrained enemies, such as civilians or militia, in this case a gymnates, the character who dealt the final blow will regain their attack action. Remember that any given skill can only be used once per turn, and action points cannot be saved for the next turn. Try to finish off any untrained enemy with a character who will still have his skill left to use in that same turn. Alright, let's do a punch. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That's okay, though. Okay. We'll go ahead and end the turn there. Friendly turn. That guy's probably going to die pretty soon. But we got an ally here.
I will flank around here.
And there goes our ally back there. Okay, yes, go after our ally. I don't care about you.
Where's that gladiator who boarded with us?
Up there!
Oh, hi, friend.
Never underestimate the value of an impressive entrance.
And he is now someone that I can actually move. He is light. 3 to 5, 2 to 5 offhand. Alright. Cannot see target. Cannot see target. Alright. %90 chance of success. I think we'll take that. Or, you know, we can hit that guy too. That works. That's fine. Alright, you're not doing so hot here, so we do not want to... want to be kind of careful.
You're deadly with that thing.
I've lived other lives before this one.
Well, that's good to know. Attack action restored. Let's get some damage on that guy. Okay, I don't like how he's doing, but that's okay. Let's see. You can stab that guy. And he's still up. So that's unfortunate. He has a Hasta 1 and a Pugio 1. Alright. I don't think there's anyone else who can do anything, so just go ahead and end the turn. Alright. Going after him. Wow, you guys are just murdering the people who are down, huh? That's rude. I should have had you attack first. Alright, your action is restored, but you're in pretty bad shape, so... Run back. You've done enough. You've done enough, old man. Take some cover back there or something. It will definitely take me a little bit to get used to the combat system. Alright, get some damage on you. Alright, we've got some panicky people, so that's good. And you are left. Let's go after the archer here. Alright. I think that's good. If unspent action turns, that's fine.
You're all idiots! Be careful, you fool!
I think because that guy panicked. Yeah, go ahead and take him out. There we go. Nice. Go ahead and move up there.
This is it! Just one more!
And you did not get your thing back, unfortunately. But that guy is now dead. Alright. Pirates have been fended off. That is the combat summary. Everyone is uninjured, so that is good. But I think that is where we're going to call it an episode with our very first victory. When we come back next time, we will see if we can figure out who these pirates are and then try to get to Lesbos. See you next time, everyone.